I said I wasn't going to upload a video unless something's worthy of sharing. Now, yesterday was the first day in a long time that I worked, or 2 days ago, Spark. And I'm in the Uniondale store. First of all, they don't have air conditioning. I won't take any more orders this summer at the store because they don't have air conditioning on. We'll start off with that. The app, I found a substitution. I sent the customer a picture. Within 2 minutes, they replied. They said, yes, we'll take 2 of those. They didn't have what they originally wanted. But because of the substitution being double the price of their original item they wanted, the original product they wanted, the app would not let me bypass it and add it into the app. So I take the time in this non-air conditioned store. I mean, there's sweat pouring down my back. I take the time to reach out to customer service, and when there was no solution, I was like, she was telling me what I already knew. Yet again, I don't need someone to tell me how to do my job now. I'm trained with this app. You're telling me that I need direction on how to work it. And she was telling me what I already did 3 times. It wasn't going through. There was no way to bypass it because the price was too high. So Walmart, Spark, if you watch these videos, you have to set your app up that a shopper can buy something a customer approves, even if it's double the price, because you lost a sale. You lost 2 sales. It was Jimmy Dean sausage, double the price of what the original product they wanted. I forget, Banquet Link sausages or something. So I just finished grabbing whatever I need to grab. It is so hot in here. So it was worth sharing this video, but short and sweet, to the point. I just can't believe all this time has gone by and Spark has not corrected that one simple function that should increase sales. My friend Rob has 2 offers for tomorrow, but he's going to drive a lot of miles. I'll show them to you in a moment so you can understand that's a distance if you're familiar with Long Island. I turned off my availability with Delivered for a little while. I remember last year soaking wet by 12 p.m., kicking off my day in the heat, delivering, $700, $800, $900 worth of food, and I was like, I need to take a break from that. And we'll see how that pans out. I am going to keep it off for a few weeks. You can set your schedule in the back end of the app now. When I started, it was more word of mouth, texting. They relied a lot on texting, who's available, who's not. I've been around since the beginning, watched the app evolve into what it is today, but I'm going to take a break. I would rather just go out like I did tonight. I only completed 2, and I know I was a little bit agitated because it shouldn't be this difficult. I mean, it's been years. I just can't believe that the Spark app is that glitchy still. Like, what is causing all that glitchiness? Like, I had a customer service person hang up on me. I mean, she was telling me what I already knew. I troubleshooted it myself. And then when she realized it became too difficult and she'll still have a job and get a paycheck, that's how I feel about that. It's upsetting. I don't hate the Spark app. I hope they fix it. Because, obviously, I know they're working on it. I do follow the groups on Facebook. And they are rolling out, taking a picture beforehand and taking a picture afterwards. Like when you shop and deliver. Or when you're picking up a batch and you're dropping off, 12 drop-offs or 20 drop-offs. I haven't done one of those 4 or 5 months. They want to know who's delivering. They're trying to get rid of all the BS. And I understand that. But not to be able at this stage, this is my opinion, at this stage, not to be able to add a substitution that's double the cost after the customer, this guy was really easygoing when I pulled up with his stuff and told him what happened. I apologized. I couldn't add a product because there was such a price difference. Well, sometimes the customers don't care about price. They just want what they want. When I offered, here's a picture. Here are the 2 substitutions they have. It was like, I'll take Jimmy Dean, 2. You know? And the customer didn't get what they wanted because the app would not allow me to add that product to the list. I couldn't do it. And I even tried after reviewing it. Sometimes you could go back. I haven't done it in a while. You go back and edit it, like you review it and you could get through it. I mean, I know how to manipulate these apps to at least be able to add a product most of the time, and I couldn't do it. Like, why? Why? You know? I hope you enjoyed this video. I felt what happened tonight was worthy of sharing, and to be able to buy liquor, you know, alcohol, without showing my ID, I don't care what I look like. You know? It was just weird. It wasn't the worker's fault. I don't know, understand how I was able to walk out of the store without showing an ID. Okay. The first one he took, he's getting paid $46.28. And I believe that's on the borderline of Suffolk County and Nassau County, Wild Fig. I believe it is. But it's 12 miles from pickup to drop off. That's after he drives to the pickup. Right there's a lot of miles. This one is early afternoon, and he's going to drive to West Hampton Beach. Now, I know he lives in the middle of Suffolk County, but still, if he has to come toward Nassau County, the borderline, and he has to drive from mid-Suffolk to Nassau, then back to West Hampton, and then back home, that's a lot of miles. Do you see the subtotal of food? Well, it's prepaid, $1,230.60. His payout will be $184.59. But he's going to drive a lot of miles.